Alright, hey y'all, this is our podcast for the first time? Whatever time. It's Ziyon, Brody, Denny the cameraman.
Not here.
Milo's not here, and then Autumn. Our drink of the day is what, Autumn?
Pepsi. Please
Yes.
sponsor us.
Please, y'all, because we really need money at our school. So what is our topic for today, y'all?
Why are we doing this?
You know what, y'all? Let's talk about how...
This is so awkward.
We'll get there. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. I'm joking.
I did like a controversy talk about religion.
Oh, we ain't too that controversial now. We just started this
That's a
podcast.
little too.
Y'all, let's talk about TV shows. Like, what shows are on the list and what shows are not on the list. So, what do y'all want to talk about? Like, what shows?
Netflix needs to stop discontinuing.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Netflix needs to stop putting good
Crappy
TV
movies.
series on there, but
Dude,
not putting all
have
the
y'all
seasons.
seen that they took away, like, what's it call it?
I like watching the one called The Society.
Yes.
It's just so good.
Dude, they discontinued Julie and the Phantoms. I'm like,
No, it's
okay.
coming back.
Stop.
No,
I was on my third rerun of that, and then it disappeared.
Hey,
I was
let me
so mad
tell you
about that.
this. They said that they discontinued it, and they did discontinue it for a long time, but they're running it back up because they ran out of ideas.
Yes.
So season 2 is coming out.
I'm so excited. And can we just talk about how
It won't
Netflix...
be here till next year.
How is Netflix going to talk about y'all can't share information, but
Also-
here y'all are sharing information with other companies?
Also, here's another one. Have y'all ever read the book Good Girls Guide to Murder?
Yes, and y'all need
There's
to...
a show coming out.
Coming from Milo herself that has read the books, y'all need to read these books so they're good, okay? Please
This
do.
show is literally coming out on Netflix in July.
Seriously?
Yes.
Is it on?
And
Yes, hey Brody, this is our podcast. So, okay, y'all, we should talk
I'm
about...
playing Retro Bowl.
Okay, what show do y'all think is like should be taken off? Like should just be controversial? Like it should not exist on this earth at all.
Riverdale.
Yes, yeah, Riverdale, and also you know that one show, what's it called?
It was good when it
The
lasted,
Elite or
but
The
then
Elite? It's that show in
like,
Spanish.
It was good when it lasted, but when it came
The
out,
Elite?
but when new
Huh?
stuff came out, it was not good.
Denny, you can tell you're a cameraman.
Coming out in July.
Big Mouth
It's in
still on?
July.
Is Big
Early
Mouth still
birthday
going?
gift for me.
Yes. Do you think it should be canceled?
Yes.
Why?
What
It's
show?
horrible.
I
Big
also-
Mouth.
Big Mouth is not horrible.
I need this.
Okay, since we're on Big Mouth, who's your favorite character, Denny?
I don't have one. I don't have favorites.
None. The show sucks.
I need it. I wonder if it comes in pink.
Oh my lord. Y'all, my favorite character so far on Big Mouth has to be,
I hope it
What do you mean,
comes in
Julian
pink.
the Phantoms is still here?
Yeah, it's on there.
no, but like, Autumn, we're having a podcast right now and you're like off to
I'm
Mars.
sorry. I'm over here.
For a
Okay,
minute,
stop.
Brody didn't even know we were here yet.
So, Brody says that Big Mouth should be taken off. Exactly. No. You know what character I think should be
Oh,
put
go to your
off?
house.
Missy. Like, how you gonna change her voice? Isn't that crazy, Denny?
I'm just on you for
It
everything
kinda
you do. I'm gonna even show them the text messages from the group chat.
I'm a good boy.
I'll find those Discord messages and screenshot those and show it to them too.
Back with what we had going on, right, Denny? So, okay, Denny, so what should we really, like, for real talk about, y'all? Like, we need a deep topic.
Oh,
Like, we
yeah.
need to start this off with a banger, and, like, we've been just been joking around. Besides, like, can we talk about how teachers, like, not teachers, but
Teachers need to end up being put in their place. I got one. Her name spells S-I-M-S.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
we'll be right back with this short break. Okay, let's talk about... that took me out. I'm so sorry. Someone else gotta leave. Someone else gotta host. Okay, so y'all, let's talk
One
about...
thing needs to be punched in the face.
He's so
Let's-
biased unless it's his little,
Okay, y'all, seriously, we're trying to do
unless it's his little girl or
Denny, can
her
you
best
edit
friend.
this? Okay, so y'all, let's open this Pepsi because the Pepsi's gonna get hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Not sponsored.
Okay. So y'all, let's talk about the emotional distress that school has on us because that's really like something big we need to talk about.
Let's talk about how our own counselor will dish us off to other therapists because she doesn't want to help
I
us.
just think that school sometimes just has a
Or
lot
that
to do.
Our nurse cannot help us. She's just there, so we are making the guidelines.
No, honestly, y'all, I just feel like parents and like people need to attend school is like emotionally draining because if you really think about it, like we go to school every day, 8 hours
It's
of the
not
day,
even.
and
It's
like
not even the school. It's the people at the school.
Like, I'm sorry,
Because-
some
but
of
if
these
it-
parents
there's-
need to start disciplining their
I know
children.
a girl who literally was in our class. You know who I'm talking about. And she left over the winter break to go to a online school. And it's called Penn Foster. You work at your own pace. She's a freshman. She's about to graduate in It works at your own pace.
Well,
Without
America,
all the
that-
mental stress of being in these schools, she could work it by herself and make it to where now she went from being a freshman, barely even passing, to now about to end up graduating from high school.
no, honestly, I just think that people should just normalize that not every
Working at her own pace.
and like not every kid is gonna like be emotionally stable in school because there's no in between. You can't be emotionally stable and then have school
I agree with that,
and
and I
then
also
have
feel like-
relationships with people and then
I also feel like these parents and teachers need to stop they're brushing our like mental health off because we're only kids and
But
we
the
don't
same-
know the actual stress of life.
But at the same time, they also don't need to treat us super differently because of having mental issues. Like, if you have psychological issues or physical issues,
Oh, that's wrong
they
with that.
need to be able to recognize that. But if it's just mentally, they shouldn't treat you like you're a monster or like you're a freak or make everything about, oh, she's just being emotional or he's just being emotional and stuff like that.
I think that like parents in general, like if
Adults just need to back off.
I just think that like I'm not saying that parents should back off because the parent should be a parent. You should want your kid to
You
do
should
better.
Be there, like, but you also
Be there, but
Not-
also respect your kid
not be
as a
there too
person.
much.
I just think that parents should just understand that we're gonna be our own people, and that if we're gonna be our own people, we need to make our mistakes, and then we need to learn from them. Because if you're always gonna be there to pick us up, then what's the point of a baby falling down and skinning their knees, and they're not gonna get up and learn? Hey, I can pick up by myself.
Exactly.
Because I
also
feel like,
feel
y'all,
like-
I be crying on my math homework.
I also feel
I'll be at the table crying, but I get it done though. And get an A on it. I'm serious.
I also feel like some of these parents
You
need
get
to
that bad, but you don't
stop.
want to work hard. Really, just photo math exists.
I also think
Better
that
one.
On what?
I have this one
some of these
called,
parents
I
need
think
to
it's called
stop.
Stochastic, and it's literally it's the same thing in photo
There
math, but it
is
actually breaks it down
backing
to
off a little to where your kid is still trusting you, and then there's backing off a lot to where your kid is going around causing trouble and hurting others, and those parents just stand there and do nothing because, oh, I can't do that because they're my kid and they need to learn on their own. There's a difference between all hands on
Can we touch on
and
that?
still
Like,
monitoring.
I cannot. Is it just me or like when people hurt other people? Does it also like
Like, I
it's
really-
gut wrenching that like people
this
would do that to
journaling
somebody
app,
and then like continue to do it and not see a problem?
I
Don't you feel that same way?
I
Lorraine?
know.
really nice, but this is what I
Like I feel like if you're gonna hurt somebody, think about if it's gonna hurt you. Because like
Here's where you can
if
ask
you're gonna
about,
hurt
like,
somebody,
AI
just know that that person's gonna feel that for you.
Exactly, and it's crazy that they do it and think that like there will be no consequences in life because their parents never gave them those consequences as a kid. So when they get older, they do worse things because they have more access to stuff, and then someone gets seriously hurt or worse, killed.
Yeah, like I feel like that people there's no limits in the world. There's so many limits, but I think people should know their limits because there
Personal
are
limits.
Exactly, like there are limits. So like yeah, you can like joke around with your friend, but like if it turns something like serious, like really hurting them, stop it, assess it, and take it down so you don't kind of
Also on that, I feel like people need to, like, friends in general need to start learning that it doesn't matter how close you are, there are still boundaries between you two.
Yes.
It does not matter if you two have known each other since pre-K, there will always be some sort of boundary that makes one or the other uncomfortable. And sometimes I feel like there are best friends who don't understand that. And that will cause issues between the
Yes,
two.
like I feel like sometimes, like, is it just me or like if you ever feel like, I don't know, like y'all know that feeling when you're like running away from a big old dog down the street. Like,
Yeah.
if you live in Kansas, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't run from dogs. I go.
No, I run from dogs, but you ever get that feeling where you're running from a dog, but then you're also like want to help that dog, but you can't do what
Exactly.
you do. Y'all get that feeling?
Yes, or like I'll hear about some drama between, or I'll see like a girl in a, like, say a trio or a group of four, and I'll see one of the girls getting left out. Like, I want to go over and talk to her and help her, but I can't because it's not my
Can we
business.
put a pause to our conversation? We've been running this for 9 minutes and 42 seconds.
In English,
I need a new running back.
English bulldogs.
I have a one-star running back right now.
This one like nipped at my shirt once, and I got scared, and I've never went on that side of the road ever. I'd rather get hit by a car that I can't see and end up.
No, but
end up
like,
getting attacked
see,
by a
competition
dog.
like this, I feel like it's so serious. Like this, I'm talking about. Like our generation have so much potential to do so good. Because I'll give it to Denny and Alex.
Because
Like
we have so much. We have so much access that our parents and their parents didn't have that we could do so much we just won't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Alex's and Denny's vlog. Shout out to Denny the cameraman, y'all. This is his phone that we're using. But they like. It first started off as a little joke with Alex, but then it turned something big. Like, I love tuning in every day to see how we look on camera, how we act, how it is to see each other, like, and we're taking it a step further. And shout out to Southern Sweetheart Official, too, because, like, y'all, if you don't live in the South, and if you do, you understand that people think the South is a bad place to live, and it's really not. Like, if y'all come to the South and stay, it's really beautiful. We're
Like,
we're
it's
little
not
wonky
all,
out here.
it's not all
get it,
guns,
but it's
beer, and it's not all guns,
Exactly.
beer, horses, rodeos. It's not all it is.
You know, like, we really have a good time, and,
We're
like,
one big family. Not
Exactly.
in the literal way. Please, not in the literal way.
no, like, who's smoking that cigarette, but they need to put it out right now.
We literally are just, we all help each other out in the community. And so we work together. And that's how our community's always ran. Even though we're a small town, everything outside that small town that's grouped in that small town, we work together because the only way to create success is to work together successfully.
Absolutely. Like, it's nice to know that if I go outside and, like, say I'm in, like, a festival or something, or, like, the Peanut Festival, and I start getting jumped, I know there's at least 2 or 3 people who don't know
Randos,
me.
y'all.
Random
Randos.
people who don't know me who will come in and help me. Or pull them off of me. Just to help.
Being at the gas station, you don't have a certain amount of money for the item that you're buying. They will literally pull the money out of their own account and out of their own pockets or out of their own tip.
Like,
And
I've
put it
had
into your
the guy from the Valero be like, "Oh, it's okay. You're missing $1 or 2. It's fine. Just go ahead. I'll cover for you."
One of the girls, who now wants to jump all the time, but she literally took money out of her tips and gave it to me so I paid off the rest of the stuff I was buying, so she didn't get yelled at by her manager. I was able to get what I needed.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Like, it's because I'm sorry and I'm
General
not.
Hospital, coming your way. Continue, y'all. I just like General Hospital.
It's just, I don't know. It's crazy to think that people up north, because I'm sorry, down
Did she
here,
sleep?
down here in the South, I know a lot of people in my community. It's crazy to think up in the North, and I'm speaking because I have friends and family who live in, like, New Jersey and New York. Like, this is coming from them.
Jersey Beats, Jersey Joe.
That, like, they don't even know their next, like, like, they don't even know their own neighbors because there's so many people around them all the time.
I'm sorry, but I could never, y'all. I'm so scared there's a bee. I'm so scared of moving away to the city and, like, not see country roads or, like, seeing the trees.
I'm so
I swear.
scared to see people and know, like, if I get jumped, no one's gonna help me because no one's
I'm
gonna
just scared someone's
notice.
gonna pull a knife on me and shank me.
Like,
Okay.
honestly, I'm like this. I don't know much about anything. I've been here majority of my life, traveled a lot, but like
No, that
the
stuff
only
stinks
thing
so
is that
bad.
it's hard to understand. Have family from
Edit that
different
out.
parts of it because a lot of my family ends up coming from Norway or comes from the Netherlands or ends up coming from like over in the UK and Ireland. I don't have so much family over here. I'm like the 6th generation on my dad's side to be here.
Yeah, like, I'm not even joking. The furthest I've ever traveled was New York when I was 2 years old. I've never gone any further except for, like, Georgia, or the furthest I've ever gone that I remember is freaking Disney. Like, Disney. That's the farthest I've ever gone.
My farthest trip I think I've done in the U.S. has been either to go to Iowa or when my family lived in Kansas for like a brief period of time.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy to think, like, up north, you don't know half the people that you're, like, you'll see that person and you know 100% you'll never see that person again.
The people are much more generous there and everything, but like you don't have a one-on-one, like you don't have a one-on-one connection.
Like, it's crazy to think I could meet this really cool person, but I know, like, for 99% of the time, I'm never going to see that person again because it's so big up there.
And up there, it's like you just met everybody, but like the problem with meeting everybody up there is that you will never actually see them ever again.
Exactly.
In our little town in the middle of nowhere in the south,
You know, if you see someone, you'll probably
Y'all,
see
I know
them
this is
again.
irrelevant.
probably
Can you
know
please
at
go
least
to the
once in a
telephone?
while. Like they'll help you out when you need to.
Y'all, can we put a pause on the podcast so we can go look at the telephone before we start doing our work?
Yeah.
All right, BRB guys, we are going to continue this. Denny, shut it off.